Okay, now, from the beginning.
Greetings, hello, and welcome to the Dotcast. This is the podcast for wedding photographers, creatives, and business owners, brought to you by NineDots. I'm Andy Gaines, and we are super excited to have you here today. Here at the Dotcast, we dive deep into the world of wedding photography, creativity, and entrepreneurship. So whether you're an experienced photographer or someone just starting out on your journey, NineDots is here to help you on the way. From our online community, through our educational videos, awards, and in-person events like the NineDots Gathering, for almost 10 years now, NineDots has been dedicated to making you the best photographers and business owners you can be. You can find more about NineDots, the membership, and all the benefits of that, as well as our community and all our in-person events, down at the links in the description below. The NineDots community embraces and values a diverse range of all talents, experiences, and stories from the world of wedding photography. So whatever your background, experience level, or style, the NineDots community is the perfect place to grow and learn together. So check out the links in the description, and without further ado, let's get on with our episode.
This is probably, I should know this. I'm so sorry. I think this is my 8th or 9th year. Wait, how many? Let me get my calculator. Just shout out, I have dyscalculia, so I don't remember dates, numbers, telephone numbers. Okay, so it's 2026. Yeah. 9. This is my 9th year.
9th year. Nice.
That's so embarrassing that we had to break for me to get my calculator out. But you know what? I'm not a math girly. I am who I am.
Yeah, no, that's totally cool. But to be fair, because of like COVID, like I thought I've only been doing this for like 11 years. And then in the summer of last year, I did a wedding and there was a bride and I thought they had moved to Australia. Anyway, she came to this wedding and she was like, hey, Rahul. I was like, gave her a hug. And I was like, going through my brain going, like, who is this? Like kind of thing. And then she's like, do you remember you shot my wedding like 15 years ago? And I was like, holy shit, I've been doing this for 15
years.
Yeah.
Damn.
I know. I still tell people that I've been doing it for 10 though. I don't know why.
Gosh.
Yeah. Makes me feel
That's
like
amazing.
really old then.
That's amazing. You're like, you're not old, you're just experienced.
Yeah.
And
Experience.
have you noticed the shift from 15 years ago to now? Like how wildly different it is.
Yeah. But it's that plus in those 15 years, like life happens and that changes the way you photograph. And that has changed a lot. Like for me,
Yeah.
I mean, how about you?
Oh, like
In the 9 years.
it's so different. Yeah. Even 9 years ago to now, it's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
Some things for the better, some things not so much for the better, but it is interesting. And I think it's just shows you how the wedding market, it just changes constantly. And we shouldn't just sit and be like, oh yeah, like even though all weddings are kind of the same, I think the expectations different from clients. I think social media is so different now to what it was like 9 years ago. And I think that's a massive factor.
That is a massive factor.
Massive factor. Yeah.
So when you first started then, like what was like the vibe like then to like how it is now?
Oh my gosh. It was like so carefree. I think it was just it was very, the boho era was massive 9 years ago. So that was, like flower crowns, pampas grass, and I would say the parties went off a lot quicker. I think people weren't so heavily focused into the social media. As in they posted a few pictures, but now it's so different. And I think now there's a lot more expectation and there's so many things they see online, which has massively influenced the day and shaped the day. And lots of things we do are for social media now. I can put my hands up and honestly say that is the absolute truth. Lots of things that we shoot are for social media. Yeah. What I would say 9 years ago, it was very much like the memories. Yeah. Definitely the memories. And I would say nowadays, it depends what kind of client you have. I felt like I've got a real mixture. I'm very aware that lots of my couples are very social media savvy and that's what they've come to me for. And that's like what I'm an expert in. And I would say 9 years ago, they were just like, maybe you look pretty, like maybe you look hot. And just, it's very different. If I was to tell myself, hey, in 9 years time, it's going to be like this, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Really? When years ago we were like jumping fences, and I like, it's weird because golden hour nowadays, it used to, like 9 years ago, it was all about golden hour. You're like, you live for golden hour. And nowadays they're like, we're not really fast. You're like,
You're living for the shade.
yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're more down for like the flash photos than golden hour. So it is different, yeah.
For me, I find it's more carefree now.
Do you think so?
For me personally,
That's
yeah.
so interesting.
Or I feel more carefree now than I did years ago. Because I think like when I first like started, I like shadowed someone for like 2 years because I was like, let me see if I want to do this and stuff. And they taught me certain things, like mainly it was about portraits, group photos, and just like, and it's Indian wedding. So it's like very much like these are the things that you need to like capture because they're like the important parts of a ceremony. And then I kind of found my own feet. And then it was like the kind of the rise of like, for me, like the documentary wedding photographers. And even though they're like, let things happen all naturally, I felt more pressure, like to photograph it correctly, if that makes sense, like line up the backgrounds. Like now I'm a really stickler for like, you know, I still can't like Dutch tilt and stuff like that because like, I'm just sort of like in my head, I'm like, not like Wes Anderson, but everything has to be straight onto the background. It's just in me. But now I feel like the license to play has become more now because I've like stopped listening to that vibe and my clients are giving me more freedom, or I feel like there's more freedom and I'm showing like different stuff. So I'm feeling like it's more carefree now rather than it was before. And more people, and because of social media, I guess more people are happy to perform certain things in front of the camera and stuff. Like years ago, they might have been like, "Ooh, I don't want to spray champagne bottles and like whatever." Do you know what I mean? Like outside at night, like why are we doing this? And it makes like, but it would have been like just cigars with the guys and that's it, you know, with like off camera flash. But now it's like you can get the like both of them involved and it's like more fun. And there's just like certain things that I just think are like you could just have more fun with. And I also think the generation coming now, especially for Indian weddings, they're breaking a lot of traditions. They're not doing everything the parents say. So I think that's given me more freedom. Definitely. Like they're getting rid of like certain parts of like that of the wedding that doesn't mean anything anymore. So yeah, I find like it's a bit of the reverse, but also,
funny, isn't it?
yeah. I think it's just couples that you attract though,
Definitely.
You know, like your stuff is like, you know, because you are so good at social media and stuff. So people come to you for that. So then maybe, I don't know, you're finding it like annoying that people are always wanting to do stuff for social media and you're like, oh, I can't do me, if that makes sense. Like,
I think there is definitely a balance. I think with my couples, lots of them, they want like the hero shots, they want the iconic shots, the beautiful shots, the stuff, and also the classic shots. So the stuff that isn't going to date. And then they do want, and they also want my input. And they think, well, what do you think? What do you think would look good? And what do you think? And I will say, oh, have you considered this? But I say to them, but the difference between a good photo and a great photo is being present and actually enjoying it. I said, we can take all the photos in the world, but if you're not having fun, what's this all about? So I think it's like striking a balance. And I do speak up and say, babe, you're fine. Just enjoy yourself, because I have had, you know, couples in the past who get way too much in their head because they're thinking about the shot because they want the shot. And that does happen. You have to kind of say, hey, like, remember, this isn't a photo shoot, like it is your wedding day, just enjoy it. So it's striking the balance of getting those iconic shots and the shots that they love, but also making sure they're present and they don't forget that it's a wedding day and to be present.
Yeah,
it's a balance. But I feel I have such a mixed bag of clients. I get a real mixture, and it's great. It keeps it exciting, but no two are the same. But expectation is high. I feel like it is high. And then some are quite chill. I get a few chill. I get some that are not. I get a real mixture. Like, but I love my clients. I really, really do. And lots I end up becoming very good friends with, like really good friends with. Yeah.
Like before your weddings, do you like do Zoom calls with them and then set their expectations from then as well?
Yeah.
Because like the ones that have like great expectations, sometimes you're like, it depends on your location or the light and all these other elements that aren't in your control as well to get the kind of photos you want. So do you like at least bring them down a bit to like, so then you exceed their expectations afterwards?
100%. And for me, like the client relationship is long. It's from the minute they book, I say, okay, make this conversation, like, let's move this to WhatsApp. Let's just keep this chill. Because I hate email. Like, I hate the formality. Anything that's formal or like legit, I do via email. But I say, like, okay, let's move this to WhatsApp and let's just chat. Let's voice note, just WhatsApp me pictures of stuff you'd like. And then that the whole time I'm building a relationship with them, so they can be really honest with me and open with me. So I know what their favorite side is to be shot, and I know what vibes they like. I know what images they're excited by, what isn't their vibe, sort of things to look out for on the day. And then the build up from that is we then kind of make a mood board together and we break that down into parts of the day. And then on the final call, which is with both the couple together, I kind of tell them tips and tricks how to get the best out of their day. And the trick is, with me, I've learned over the years, is that the preparation makes the day run really smoothly. Because I think, I'll be honest, like 9 years ago, I would just rock up and freestyle and just shoot the day. And I would just like, cool, which is great. But I think nowadays, a lot of preparation goes into my weddings, to the point when it is these conversations, a mood board, sharing that mood board with my second shooter, and then sharing that and then breaking it down into parts of the day, sharing that mood board with the planner as well, getting their mood boards with its the setup and design, planning drone shots, everything, content creations. There's a lot that goes into it. So then when it comes to the actual day, I am more chill, because I'm like, okay, I need to shoot this, I need this. And it basically means I can go and shoot those shots quicker because I know in advance. And then I do kind of tell them, okay, well, you realistically need to be in your dress an hour before your ceremony. And they're like, an hour? I'm like, yes, because saying how long it takes to get into the dress, who's going to help you get in it? If you want to have a first look with your parents, your bridesmaids, and then portraits, and getting a good bulk of them done beforehand. So I am very kind of, I do say, oh, and just consider this and this. So I do kind of tell them, I do set the expectations on the call, because I've learned a lot of mistakes over the years of not speaking up. Because I think very often as photographers, we're like, let's just keep the peace. I'm here to make sure. But the amount of times I would be in a wedding, I'd be like, shit, I should have done that. Should have said that. I should have moved that. Why didn't I speak up? And nowadays, I just bloody say it.
That's from experience now, right? Like,
exactly. And I'll be like, and nowadays I feel like, that doesn't look great. Let's do this. And I just say it. And I think, like, it can ruffle feathers, but I think at the end of the day, that's what I'm paid to do, is to make sure it looks the best it can be. And it can be awkward. Like, I had a wedding once when the chairs weren't central to the backdrop of the sea and the mountain. And I said, I'm really sorry, you're going to hate me, but the chairs are just, they look all wrong. And they're like, they're fine. I'm like, no, I'm really sorry. And I said, this is like the shot I know that she wants. And I said, it's just, it looks off. And then they moved it all, and they all hated me. And I was that English girl who asked them to move the chairs.
How many chairs was it? Like,
it was a lot. But the videographer and I and the second shooter were all in agreement. I was like, I'm not being pedantic, am I? And they were like, no, but you need to say it. I was like, okay. I'd rather that than shoulda, woulda, coulda, because there's only so much Photoshop you can do. So I've just learnt nowadays just to say it, and you are, at the end of the day, there fighting your corner for your couple.
100%.
You want the best for them, and I genuinely want the best for them. And it's not about me, it's not about my portfolio, it's not about what I am here for them, and they are paying me to get them the best possible images. So that means telling people, like, that doesn't look great, then I'll say it. I've
done venues where, like, you know, when they've constructed this venue and it's like things aren't center, and you're like, what? Yes, like, what it does my OCD, like,
it's the center, it's
like everywhere,
stuff like that. If it's not center, if the table's not center, if you set a drone up, you're like, oh, that's really off. But ceremony, I'm like, oh, because that has to be, unless it's meant to be off center. But just say
it. When you first started, like, you didn't just start off with like all these destination weddings, because is that your main thing now? Like, is destinations, right?
It is, but this year I've kind of phased it back to the UK, which is really kind of crazy, because that's what I focus my business on for so long. And I have a kind of a love, not hate. I have a really like, it's a really tricky one destination. I'm sure you agree. When I do it, I'm like, can I swear on this?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, when I'm shooting a destination, I'm like, I fucking love this. I'm like, loving it. And you can't beat the adrenaline from doing a destination when you're shooting it.
Yeah.
But the travel, the anxiety until you get to the destination, like taking all your stuff, making sure your flight arrives on time, like all of that, that's a lot. Like it is a hell of a lot. And just being away from home so much, and you get it, you've got kids, and it's a really tricky one. And I think for me, for the last couple of years, it's been about 80% destination, 20% UK. And then my last year I was like, this is too much. I need to balance it up a bit more. So I made kind of a decision to kind of market more UK, get more UK content, and just really push doing more UK and then a select few destination. And that's really hard because I'm such a destination girly. And I love it. I'll always do it, but not to the volume I was doing, like 15 destinations a year. Like that's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot. It's difficult. It's just funny that the most destinations I ever did was the year my daughter was born, Amelia. We were trying for kids, and then like, so every month it didn't happen. I was like, I've got to open my diary up because like I need to like book weddings. This is like how we pay our mortgage. No one told me kids could come late. They always told me that they come early. No one, like, do you know what? No one's ever mentioned that. I think like, you know, when they say, oh, they came a month early or 2 months early or whatever, you're like, okay, but I didn't know they could come like 2 weeks late. So like literally 2 days afterwards, I had to fly straight away for like, I felt so bad. And like that year I was just like, okay. And it was only like my first year of actually doing a lot of destinations, but then I was straight away, I was just like, I can't do this. Like, but yeah, the traveling like took it out of me. And the anxiety and like, I realized I'm not doing a wedding in the US again for a long time either. Cause I did a wedding in Chicago in October. Yeah. And honestly, like, oh my God.
Yeah, scariest country.
It was so scary.
Yeah, like, I don't take US weddings anymore for that exact same reason. It's just not worth it. When I was there, it's so scary. When I was there, it was completely fine. Like no one gave a shit. But like even at customs, it was like immigration, whatever. It's totally cool. But and you look at other people around you in the airport, and you're like, they look way sketchier than I do. Exactly.
And I'm like, I'm not going to get pulled up here. This is all good. My entire flight, 9 hours, I was just replaying in my head the story of why I'm here. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't concentrating on a film or anything. I was like eating chocolates and just like going, okay, why am I here again? No, here to be a friend.
Pleasure.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't mess this up.
It's one of those things that people don't talk about. Like, do we as photographers? Let's be. I'm going to be really honest with you here. Yeah. Like, it's one of those things people don't talk about. But US is a different bag. They've upped the ante now. They are checking your socials, and for me, I love America. Like, shout out, I love America. I love going on holiday there. So I made the decision to stop taking weddings there because I don't want to be banned. I want to go to Disney World again. You know, I want to go back to America. So for me, I've had to be like, and I did shoot a wedding at Disney World, which was like a bucket list. But I took my family and we made it into a holiday. So I'm like, is this technically bad if I go on holiday and take my family?
Yeah.
So I was.
How long ago was that?
Not last year, the year before. So it was 2024. Yeah, 2024. Okay.
Wow, that's amazing.
It was honestly the most wholesome wedding I've ever shot. And I haven't shared it for just obviously those reasons, because I was like, had the fear into me, and there were so many things I had to sign as well with Disney. There's loads of rules, but it was incredible. Did
they shut down the park? Like
no, so so there's different types of Disney weddings. You have the ones where they shut down the park when you can get married before the park opens or when the park closes, or you can get married at Disney Pavilion, which is on site, and then which is kind of like on site but off site, and then you can go into the parks for your dinner. Like there's and it was lovely. It was so magical.
Yeah, wow, that must be amazing. Because I've seen one person shoot at Disney. It was like in Disneyland Paris, and I don't know if they shut down the park or not, but like, you know, the main, like when you walk down the main strip and then you have the castle in the back, and had all shots there, but like literally no one around or anything. And I was just like, wow, it looked amazing.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm going to stop doing weddings in America for the same reason, because I love going there. My best friend lives there, all this stuff. Like, but it's just a weird place right now, like, to go. And I was worried about it, but I never told the bride and groom. And then when I got there, I said, you know, like, I was actually like really shitting my pants. And they were like, you know what, Rahul, we were actually worried for you as well. I said, no way. I'm like, fair enough, you know?
Yeah, it's that's the thing. Like, I've even done a wedding in Vegas, and that was an experience, an incredible experience. And yeah, America is an amazing place to get married. Amazing. But just be careful, guys. Wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But luckily, like, loads of Americans are now getting married in Europe. So
exactly.
Shoot America, because I love shooting American people, man. Like,
America's
honestly,
the best.
Yeah, they're
For me, Americans and Asians are my people. Like, my favorite people to shoot, in terms of like the energy levels, the enthusiasm, the commitment to the shot. Those are I love. I just love that.
Yeah. There are people that basically, you know, when people use that term, like, they understood the assignment. It's just like, those guys, they just understand it, full stop. They're just 100%. Not shy. And they even sometimes, like, when I shoot them, they have their own ideas as well. And I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I actually don't have to think. Like, you're like, let's do this and let's do that. And I'm like, perfect. I was just like, point and click, you know?
I love when they're like, oh, can we do this? I'm like, yes, we can.
Yeah, exactly. Other people that bring energy, like I did, like, I was second shooting my first like Nigerian wedding last year, and I had to do the groom prep. And honestly, it was the best groom prep I've ever done in my life. Like, I walked in, they had like a personal chef, but they were just like dancing, and they were having a few drinks, but they weren't drunk or anything. But they just were, so much vibes. And it was just energy. And I walked in and they were like giving me hugs and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you guys don't even know me. Like, and it was just like, you know what? And yeah, it was just incredible. I was just like, this is, to me, like, if my grooms ask me now, like, how should I do groom prep? I'm like, you should do it like these guys, because this is like the stand, like, they set the bar high, and it's like, it was so incredible. And then throughout the whole wedding, just the energy and the vibe, and it's just like a massive party.
That's what it's about. I think I love that, when the vibe is already there and you walk in, you're like, for some weddings, you're like, yes, more of this. And it's so easy, isn't it? And it's infectious. Love that.
Yeah, exactly. That's a beautiful word for it, man. Like, infectious, you know. It's just it's exactly what the energy is like. But, you know, like, for you, like, for like calming down the destination weddings alongside traveling, is it also because of like family and stuff like that? Like, or
as in, my little girl is going to be 5 years old, and when she was younger, she didn't mind it so much. And I could just travel. But nowadays, she's like, I really miss you when you go away. Like, it's when she said to me, oh, the saddest part of my day is when you go. And I was like, oh gosh, the guilt, god damn it. I think now she's got older, she is just a lot more vocal that she misses me, and that is heartbreaking. So the mum guilt is real, and I'm not going to completely stop doing destination, because it's definitely my strength as a photographer. Like, put me in a foreign country shooting on location, I'm like, let's go. But the volume I was doing it at was just
too much.
But also I kind of caned the marketing so much, I didn't get any UK weddings, because I don't have UK content. Like, I had zero. So I had to make a choice last year to just build up UK content, because it's completely different quality of light. Like, the light in Santorini is very different to London, and my portfolio was just like all over the show, and I was like, I don't have anything to show. And so I had to really work last year to
you've got like the opposite problem of like literally 95% of photographers, where they all want to do destination and then like, get me out of the UK, and you're like, I've got no UK content. How do I do that? Like, that's pretty funny.
I know it's a really funny one, because like, destination, I know was always the dream, and it is. Don't get me wrong, it is amazing. And when you do go to these countries, it is surreal, and I never take it for granted. And I would have never gone to the countries I've ever been to. Like, I would never have been to the Sahara Desert. Like, I would never have crossed my mind. But for an elopement, I was like, yeah, that sounds fun. But it just basically means just getting the balance back, and just still doing it, but not doing the volume I was doing, really, because of family, and just being home, and just Yeah, I think I fell in love with the UK again. For a while, I was like, I hate the UK. It's so crap. Like the light is shit, and like I hate it. And now I'm like, oh, come on, England. Like England, I feel like the English wedding market has got better in the last few years. I think like we've upped our game in terms of style,
Yeah, definitely.
decor. So I'm like, yes, this is a vibe. This is a bit of me.
How like you when you said that, obviously you said you changed your marketing on destinations, but when you first started, you didn't start off just straight with destination weddings. It was UK. So how did you market? Like, because I'm sure a lot of people are interested of like, how did you market to like for these destination weddings?
Yeah, so I did the classic thing of like hashtag Santorini wedding photographer, but obviously that doesn't work because the internet knows.
Yeah.
And I would go on Pinterest and I see loads of pictures of Santorini, and it was on my vision board, and it just wasn't happening. And at that point I was doing styled shoots in the UK, and I thought, well, why don't I do one abroad and apply the same kind of fundamentals, like shoot everything, get some content, and blog it. And then I reached out to my favorite wedding planner and I said, hey, I really want to do a styled shoot in Santorini. I'll pay for your expenses. Like, are you down? And she's like, I'm in. I'm 100% in.
Okay.
And we assembled a team together. So we got some suppliers from the UK and some from local suppliers, and we all invested in it. So Russell Kent Nichols, who is a massive videographer, Storm Hair and Makeup, who's incredible hair and makeup artist, and Valentina from The Stars Inside. We got together and we were like, this is what we want to do. Funds were quite limited. Like I couldn't afford models. So I put a shout out in stories saying, hey, does anybody want a model for a shoot I'm doing in Santorini? And one of my friends who I used to do princess parties with, Jessica, shout out to Jessica, was like, oh, this could be fun. Like we were thinking of doing a holiday. Like we could do this. And I was like, girl, if you do this for me, I will set you up and help you become a model couple. And I will also do an additional shoot for you that isn't wedding related. And she's like, cool, I'm in. So she flew out with her boyfriend and we got the venue for free. We got the flowers for free.
Nice.
The cake, it was collaborative. Like it was, nowadays you can't get anything for free and stuff.
Yeah.
Like everything, we managed to get everything collaboratively, like, which is just wild. We shot it. I think we had 3 or 4 looks and we posted it. It got published on Junebug Weddings and it went viral and it just went off. And that one shoot went viral for Russell on YouTube, but like it went absolutely nuts. It was the most ranked video for Santorini weddings on YouTube at one point. And then as a 4, we kept getting booked as a 4 for elopements in Africa, in Mozambique, in like Italy. Like we got booked as a 4 because people kept seeing this video and this blog post. And
wow, that's like incredible.
So yeah, it goes to show, like, I think I spent, after I paid for the wedding planner's flights and luggage and dinner for the team and a few little bit, I think I spent like £400, and it's the best investment.
Wow. I thought you were about to say like you spent about 4 or 5 grand.
No, oh my God.
That would have still been the best investment you ever spent.
And I just rinsed those images. And this is the thing with content. Like once you have content, you're good. Like, because then people can see, oh, okay, she can work in this environment. And because some people get really lucky and they get a destination wedding because people see their potential, but some people just need to see you shoot in that country, in that environment, in that light. And we just made sure that those images went everywhere, on Pinterest, on Instagram, on YouTube and blog posts. And from then we booked a wedding in Santorini, in Namibia. A couple who were eloping saw that video and they booked everybody from that shoot for their elopement. Nice. So yeah, never underestimate the power of styled shoots. And they get a bad rap. Like people are like, oh, they're deceiving, they're not a real wedding. Like, guys, we know, like, stop hating. Like, they're never going anywhere. Like, honestly, honestly.
I think people hate it when they don't. I think most people have hate for it because people
deceive.
The deceiving part. I don't think they hate the style shoots. I don't think no one cares about that.
I think it's the deception. People don't like when they say, oh, Sophie and James had an amazing day.
Yeah.
whatever manner. And we're like, hun, we know it's a workshop. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's what annoys people. And for me, I've always been really crystal clear in my caption. I'm like, this is a workshop. This is a styled shoot. This is an editorial. And couples actually see those styled shoots and say, oh, we saw that shoot you did, and we're buying the same arch from the same person. Like,
Yeah.
I've had so many people say, oh, we saw that shoot you did, and we're doing the same color bridesmaids dresses. Oh, we saw, and because they are aspirational content, and it's what people save and they get excited about. And it's a really good way to showcase trends that you want to do. If you think, oh, I really want to change my portfolio to be more like this, you can do that from a styled shoot. If you want to completely transform and pivot your business in a direction, styled shoots are a great way to do that, like a really great way to do that. So yeah, it just kind of went off from there. And then it kind of snowballed. And then, yeah, just.
Yeah, that's incredible. Like the belief in yourself as well to like, you didn't know that planner, right? You just, were they,
I did.
You did know them.
Yeah,
it wasn't a cold
so
call, like...
we did a styled shoot previously in England.
Okay.
It was a Disney Sleeping Beauty themed styled shoot. And I think I only worked with her like once, but I just loved her. And we connected, and she just got me, and she believed in me. And what I will always be very grateful to Valentina for my career, because she believed in me when nobody else did. And no other planner booked me or asked me to do shoots like that then. Nobody. And I owe my career to that woman. And
yeah,
she saw the vision, and she believed in me and Russell and trusted us massively. And yeah, I look back on that trip with just such amazing memories, because we were shooting till the sun was down. Like, it was extreme. And we all just wanted it so, so badly. We wanted to shoot weddings in Santorini. We wanted to be Greece destination wedding photographers. And it worked. And this is the thing, when you do invest in things, because you believe in it so, so much, you think, well, I'm not going to let me down. I'm not going to let everybody else down. So you just give it your all. And I definitely believe in, like, it's worth betting on yourself. So just do it. Like, I think very often we're like, oh, I should do this. Just do it. Just throw money at it. Like,
yeah. Like, yeah, I agree with you 100%, because, you know, like, if you believe in yourself, then yeah, throw money at it. I think that's one thing that like photographers don't do in the whole way of all their expenses. They don't actually spend any money on marketing.
Yeah,
like any real money. They might spend a tenner on boosting a post, but that's not actually marketing. No. And then they wonder, why do they not get the couples that they want? But then they're not doing the things or the steps to get the couples they want. And you can't expect everything for free. Like, yeah, Instagrams, TikTok, all these things, they're like good free tools, but you need to do more than just that. And yeah, throw money at marketing, like proper marketing, have a proper structure. Because I reckon if most photographers put their hand on their heart and said, like, including me, yeah, like I spend probably like nothing like marketing, but I know I should. And I'm like, this year, one of my things was, I've never done a style shoot and stuff. Was like,
really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't hear him until like 2 years
ago. You're so pure.
Yeah, is it? I don't know. Like,
wow.
I've just never like, I didn't know it was a thing until like 2 years ago. And when people started mentioning it, like, in the all about the deception and stuff like that, I just thought in the beginning, I thought they just did workshops, and I never understood the concept, and I never understood how it was such a collaboration and stuff like that. But like this year, like, I do try to spend money towards like doing a workshop or learning something, even though we do NineDots, but I can't really concentrate there because like there's too many other things going on. Yeah.
You're in work mode.
So
no, do it, honestly.
Yeah. So this year I'm going to
do it. If you say, where should I spend my money? I would say invest in content. Market. And like you said, everyone spends money differently. For me, every year I spend, oh gosh, I should really know this, but I spend thousands attending workshops for various reasons. I go to workshops for content because I can rock up and shoot what I want to shoot, because on a wedding day, you're not shooting for you, shooting for the couple.
Yeah.
So I rock up to these workshops, I can shoot gorgeous content. And especially if there's a supplier, which I think, oh my gosh, I love that florist, or I love that venue, that planner. You get a chance to work with them. And also I meet all my friends and second shooters at workshops. Like that is how I make friends, is attending workshops. And it's the best money you'll spend, 100%. I think if you'd say, would you spend your money on gear or workshops? I say gear, workshops every time.
Yeah.
Freudian slip, maybe. But workshops are the best money you can spend. If you go to a good one, do your research, because there are some which aren't great. But there's some incredible workshops in the UK, like incredible. And yeah, you make friends for life at workshops. I've met all my best friends on workshops because you hang out together, you chat, especially if you do a destination workshop when you're staying overnight. And yeah, that content is just gold. It's so good. I love it. I'm pro workshop, like go to them 100%.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely pro workshops. I've just never done the star shoots. Like, yeah, I met Andy, my business partner from NineDots, at Fair Waristi's workshop like many moons ago. So yeah, you know, definitely make friends at workshops because you're all in the same boat as well. So like, it's really good to like connect with like just other people that just understand you, you know.
100%, yeah.
It's fun. But yeah, I think it's got me on my list. I don't really know where to look for star shoots though. Like maybe I'm being like super thick, but I need to like Google it and stuff. Where some good ones are.
Even not do like a shout out and ask like your 9dot followers, like, hey, like what workshops do you love? Because that's the best, is getting recommendations from other people who've attended other ones. And there's a different workshop for everybody, depending on what vibe you're going for. If you're going for like editorial, if you're going for cool, if you're going for boho, if you want a workshop that's focused on this, that there's so many different types. There's so many. I can send you a bunch of
amazing.
Like there's loads.
That'd be great. But like when you get all this content and stuff like that, like do you just bank it or do you just post it straight away? Like because you are like the content queen. Like
thanks.
I don't know. I listened to you somewhere. I don't know whether it was a podcast or maybe like it was an Instagram reel or something that you put up on your own your educational Instagram, and it was about like, it was something along the lines of just get the content and then at least you have the content because otherwise you don't have the content kind of thing. Like, you know, so this year I made a real like conscious effort of like getting content. So I bought like, after your 9Dots talk, I bought like a sling kind of thing for like, phone strap. That's it.
Love that. I'm so glad you listened to my talk and took the feedback on board. Well done.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 100%. So, but I only had one wedding to use it at, but it was in Langkawi. But I abused it so much because it was just there. It was just like...
It's like a third body.
Yeah.
A third body.
I only shoot one body. So really and truly, it was like a second body.
Wait, stop. Whoa, rewind. You shoot one body?
Yeah.
Which lens? Can I guess?
Yeah, go for it.
So either 24-70 or 28-70.
Yeah, the 28-70.
Oh my gosh. And you don't have a second body?
No. I have 3 bodies with me, like this in a bag.
Oh my God.
So
wild.
Yeah, it's fucking freeing. It's so amazing.
What's your second shooting? The same?
So I mainly shoot most of my weddings solo. So I don't actually have a second, but like say for this wedding I did in Langkawi, I had a second because they wanted one. And she was shooting 35 and 85.
Nice compliment.
Yeah, I just let her do her thing. So I used to be a 35-85 person all the time.
Same.
And then I started doing these podcasts and I was talking to Els Korsten, like this documentary wedding photographer from Belgium. I hope I didn't get that wrong. Yeah, from Belgium. She's amazing. And I was like getting a bit bored of 35 because I feel like everyone's shooting 35-85. So my stuff was looking the same as everyone else's. And she's like, I use a 28mm. And I'm like, I never thought about 28 because I've learned 24 too wide and it sucks in a lot of junk on the sides. And then Sony came out with this 28-70 and I was just like, let me try it out for so at some Indian weddings, I do like the pre-wedding ceremonies as well, but they're on different days. And I'm very lazy. And I used to just take one body and just shoot it with one camera, one lens. And because then it just makes the editing easier. They're not paying me as much. It's like, there's no creativity. It's more like, this is for their parents kind of vibe. And I was just like, I'm going to try this at a wedding. And so like last year I did it at my first wedding. And then, I literally never took the other 2 bodies out of the bag the entire day with one camera. So like, I used to have a spider holster. I don't even have the spider holster tip anymore because I don't need to, like, if I put the camera down, I just put it on the floor.
True.
Like, I don't need to put it anywhere else. It's always in my hand and I'm always taking photos. And honestly, like, yeah, try it. It's super freeing.
God, I love that lens. Like, that's on my hip all day. Yeah. 20, that's the thing with the 2870. I have shot engagement shoots all on that, or a dinner party all on that. For a wedding day, I still just love my 50. So my setup is 2870 and 50 1.2. And I'll bring out the 85 or 135 for speeches. But that's it. That's like, I love it. But this is the beauty of like when you been doing it for so long, you're like, well, you know what works for you. You know what you need to get. And if that's going to speed up the process and make you shoot quicker and more effectively, then 100%. Like, yeah.
Also, I don't know, like, I feel like I've interacted more with my couples and everything, having one body, like, instead of like, like, instead of, let me get this on a wide and then let me get this on a close up. Do you know what I mean? Oh, guys, keep that pose there and all of that. I don't need to do that because I've done it already. It's like, we could shoot it, so I can get more variety for them as well, 100%. In my opinion. So I do miss the 85. Like, I miss my 85 batteries. And like, but now when I put it on, I'm like, I feel too zoomed in and I don't like it. So
because you can always punch in, like if you set up a shortcut on because the 70 to 85 isn't a massive jump. So I'm just like, I barely use my 85. I'm going to trade it in this year for a 135 because I barely use it. Last year I looked at the stats of, you can see how many shots you did with which lens and after shoot. So I was like, I barely use this. I'm just going to sell it and trade it for 135 because that is a big enough difference.
I'm going to sell my 85 for a 50 actually.
Yeah, do 50.
Even though I have a 50, but I do some video now and again. And I think the 50 on a prime is just way better.
That lens, till I die, I'll be buried to that lens. Love that lens.
But it's weird because like now I just feel like I just have two backup bodies with me all the time. So I'm still lugging this massive bag, like walking around. I still have all the stuff. It's just it just never comes out. It's just so good.
I love that. I bet your workflow is like streamlined. This is the thing when I do pre-shoots or welcome parties on just one body. I'm like, oh, this is just a breeze just to cull and just back up. So that is.
Yeah, it streamlines the whole thing. Sometimes I think to myself, like, I just need like one SD card as well, like 256 generally, like for half a day and then another 256. And it's just easier, just managing, not bumping anyone with the camera on my hip and stuff like that. Yeah, like it's just, I don't know. I do. The weird thing though, is when I shoot my own family and personal stuff, I go back to just a 35mm.
Yeah.
And suddenly with a 35mm though, because it's such a small lens, I'm more like, let me move here and let me move there. And I duck and dive a little bit more. Yeah. But whereas and I use the viewfinder rather than the LCD display. But with the 2470, I'm more like, I get the LCD out and then like do it that way. It's so weird. Like, I feel more of a ninja with the 35 for sure. Like with a smaller lens.
Primes do make you just a really nimble photographer because you just have to move around. And I think it's great. And when I first got the 2870, I was like, oh shit, this has a zoom. Like, why am I moving? And you do forget. I think you did ask me a question in there. I can't remember what it was. Sorry, you did.
There was.
We totally got sidetracked on gear. I think it was content. What do I do with content? Do I bank it? That's what you asked.
Like how are you? Exactly. And how are you like, because right now from this, obviously I just started doing it like as much as I could this year. Then I bought that strap in like for like the wedding I did in Malaysia. And so like, but now my phone's full of stuff. Like, are you like airdropping it and then putting it into like a folder into your clients' names folders or something like that? And what are you doing with all the content? Because do you like, I know you said like you repeat stuff as well. So do you repeat a lot of it a lot of the times? Like I feel like, am I putting the same stuff out there? But then the people looking at it, do they care? Is that a lot? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. So I have two phones because my phone was just, the storage was just insane because I film everything, like absolutely everything. And I have for years. I have like boomerangs from like 8 years ago on my phone still, and I just can't bring myself to delete them because I'm like, oh, like I might need these one day. But I should. So I have 2 phones. I got a second phone last year just because I now have a separate business, which is just content creation.
Yeah.
And because I get booked for just that as well. So for me, I film everything. If it's an engagement shoot, I'll just airdrop it to the couple at the end of the shoot. If it's a wedding day, I will put everything into Google Drive and then put it into sections like wedding prep, ceremony, drink reception, and put all those clips in there. So they have all the raw clips unedited. And then I edit them in CapCut. So CapCut is my favorite way to edit phone content. It's so good. It's just quick. It's easy. Pay for premium, guys. Just do it. You just get better features. And then they introduced CapCut Teams as well recently, which is really exciting. So for me, my typical workflow is just filming. If I'm doing photography and content creation, like just highlights, I'll film stuff during the day. During the food break, I'm usually sat on my phone putting all these clips together in just a little, just rough edit, just trimming it. And I'll do that. And then I'll post that as a highlights story the next day, tag all the suppliers, and then drop the previews like 9 hours after that. So the engagement is up because people have watched the video of the wedding. For me, I never post photos without having post a story of it first. And I've always done that. And it works really, really well just for engagement rate because people watch it. They're like nosy. People are just nosy, aren't they? But typically the family and the friends and the people at the wedding all love it. And they're like, can you send me this? And so I kind of get into that and then post that, then post the photos. And then I repurpose that video for TikTok, for YouTube Shorts, for Instagram Reels, and then slice it again into smaller bits. Because I always say to people, like, your content doesn't stop at one video. Just think of how many other ways you can repurpose it. And then, just rinse and repeat and just use it again in another way. Might put it in a carousel and might put it in a reel, might put it in a story and just, So I would just say to people, just film everything. That's the key.
Are you both, like, you shoot every wedding with a second, right?
Yeah, every single one. Less than elopement,
Yeah. So, and are you both like, so if you're shooting, then the other one's doing content, and then like, how are you, or are you attaching your phone to the camera? No.
Good question. So my second shoot is the expectation is a little bit different. This is not for everybody. And I now have a team of girls who would just know how I work. So the expectation is, so they have a mood board of stuff they need to shoot and stuff they're responsible for. And then I'll say, can you just film me like 5 clips from wedding prep, 5 clips from the ceremony? And I said, it doesn't need to be long, just needs to be a couple of seconds. Or if they're shooting something I know they've got, I'll record on my phone and just we'll watch each other. And then, and I don't need tons from them because I'm so used to shooting it, but I'm not putting it on my hot shoe. I'm recording it handheld just because I can just get better angles. I can get better panning shots if I'm doing the table. So I'm doing it alongside photography. But people are like, but how are you doing this? Some people shoot film, like medium format, 35 millimeter. I decide to do content creation because that's just what works for me. So when you would typically shoot a roll of film, I will be doing content. So it's just what works for me. And I love it. And it's, for me, shooting film, I did it as in I started off in like darkroom techniques. And then I tried a roll of film at weddings one year and it was just too slow a pace for me. And I'm way too impatient. And I was just like, I had a old school manual focus and I was just like, I missed it. And I shoot and I'm like, it's not reactive enough for me. When I felt like I got more out of my business doing content, and it definitely has benefited me more playing to my strengths, which is content over film. Yeah.
I got on that film bandwagon and I bought like this Olympus like point and shoot. And I used it at pre-wedding shoots, but it felt like it slows everything down as well. It was like, I feel like it's gone back to me doing 35-85 saying, stay there 1 second, let me take this for film now. And then like, and so I've got like one roll of film upstairs or in my camera. And I've only done like 15 photos on it so far. And like, sat there for 4 months now. I've taken it with me in my bag everywhere, and I've just not used it. Yeah, I need to use it with my kids or something as well. It's
I love it. I have such an appreciation for film photography. I think it's such a skill. I think it's such an art. And when I ever see people with film photography, I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
But I think right now people feel a massive pressure that they need to add film, because it is now coming back in a lot of ways. People are like, oh, do you shoot film? And I say no, but I have second shooters that do. If that interests you, we can add a roll of film to your package. But for me personally, no, that is not an area I focus on, because for me, I want to be great at it. I can't just be like, oh, that would do, because I'm just a perfectionist. So for me, I'm like, no, I'm going to do content creation, and that's my jam. Because film, like you said, like if it's out of focus, if you get a roll back which wasn't in, like it just wasn't, it's just heartbreaking, and it's just too slow for me. And
once you commit to like an ISO as well, then you've committed for like 36 photos, and you don't know how long it's going to take those 36 photos, like, or you'll just be wasting them just because you're like, oh, I should have changed to something else.
It's such an art, and I massive respect to people who do it, because I'm like, fair dues, like beautiful, just not for me.
But when you're doing stuff like weddings, like when you're doing, if there's like a first kiss or confetti, are you shooting? Like, are you just, do you have like your second and you're like, look, I'm going to shoot this, and you take it on video?
I pick the moment. So photography will always take priority. And I always tell the couples that. So depending on what package they book. So if people book photography with me, I say you get a content creation highlight. So that's just really kind of simple. But if they book an additional content creator from my team, is a dedicated person. So technically a third shooter, and she films everything. So first kiss, the confetti. If I'm shooting photography and content creation, I would just pick the moments. So if it's the first kiss, I would shoot that on photography. That takes the priority. And then sometimes if I've got it and they're still doing it, I'll be like, okay, I'll also shoot this.
Yeah, you've got time.
And then I bought an Insta360 last year, so I might try that for some stuff this year, so I can shoot photography and video at the same time for certain things. So we'll see how that goes. But I just pick and choose the moments. But if it's content creation and you're just on that, you pick that. So it's picking your moments, if that makes sense. Yeah. And just watching your second. And then for me, I will say shooting content creation has made me slow down with photography, and it's a lot more intentional. When before, I would probably shoot 20 frames of the same thing, which I was very guilty of. But nowadays, I would set up the shot more intentionally and really think about it, shoot it, I've got it, and then shoot it on video, on content. Yeah,
I guess because like most humans anyway, we're like repetitive creatures. So like once you see someone do something, they'll do it again. So once you've got it on photo, you can be like, it's like speeches, for example, or something, you know, once you've got, I don't know, grandma crying once on camera, if she cries again, then it's like, just film it, because, you know, they don't know when that moment was. Yeah. And then that's the way you curate and deliver your gallery, I guess, then they'll be happy with it.
Definitely.
That's So like when you're offloading, so you said you offload it all to Google Drive, right? Like,
yes. I will put, so now the pick time gallery update, you can add video clips to the gallery. So I've started adding them to the gallery as well.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing photo and content creation, I will put those clips within pick time gallery, and it just blends in beautifully. Shout out pick time. Because that's the best update. Because before it was different, but now I just add it within that part of the gallery, and it just flows beautifully, so that you can also see the video clips of the same thing. That makes sense. And then content creation, Google Drive, and then the clients download it, all the clips, all of them, and then I would take them offline within like 6 months. Because just the sheer amount of clips.
Yeah. Are you taking them off your phone, by the way? Because I know you said you have 2 phones. So are you taking them off your phone, even though you know you've...
Some event, if it's like an event, like a corporate event, that's coming off my phone, because I wouldn't repurpose that personally. But if it's wedding, it depends what the clip is. If I think, I might repurpose this for this kind of reel, or just put it on storage and take it off my phone. So I'm selective. Selective, but so many clips, just so many video clips. Yeah.
You do so much, man. Honestly, you're such a busy person. Like when I follow you anyway, like with like your photography, then you've got content creation, then you're teaching and educational side. Like how the heck are you balancing it all? Like,
Oh, I've got an incredible social media manager, Sophie. Shout out to Sophie, and she completely runs my education account, and she's also part of my team for content creation. So if there's weddings that I don't do, she does, and if I'm shooting, she does content creation. So we're also an amazing little team. So I can't do it alone, and I say to people, as soon as you can afford to outsource like this, and it makes you money. But I think once you get into a workflow of things as well, I think you get faster at things, you get into like a rhythm of things. And I now have got into the routine of when I'm doing social media is just to post across the different platforms at the same time. And because it is overwhelming. I think with social media, I think loads of people, we all go through this kind of, it happens to a lot of us. You just get like posting paralysis when you don't know what to post. You don't know what caption to say. You don't know what song to choose. And then before you know, you're like, oh God, fuck this. And then you leave it because it's just too much.
Yeah.
And trust me, I get that when I think, oh, I haven't posted for 2 weeks. I haven't posted for 3 weeks, because you overthink it and you're like, well, what do I post? But once you get back into it, it gets easier. But I just say to people, just don't overthink it. I think for years, I was very conscious of, like, oh, I should post this because technically that's a good photo, or other photographers will like this. And now I'm like, no, last few years, I post for my clients and my future clients, and just think about that and just be intentional with what you're posting. Is it on brand? Is it exciting? Is it good quality content? Don't just post content for the sake of content, because social media has changed. Instagram right now, the algorithm has changed again.
Yeah,
and it's like engagement is really, really low. I think people were saying, oh, engagement's low. It is. It's not great. And then TikTok is a different story altogether. When they favor quantity, they just want loads and loads of content. So TikTok is like post 3 times a day, which is wild, when Instagram wants really good quality content.
Yeah.
And Instagram is serving your current audience when TikTok is serving a new audience, because all your content goes to it gets pushed out to new followers. It's very, very different. So I tend to post both at the same time, but differently. So because TikTok content is so different to Instagram content, like so different.
What do you mean differently? Like what? If it's the same content, but what are you changing? Are you changing the captions, or are you actually changing the reels itself? Everything.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's the same content, but you've like made a different video.
Yeah, you can like rehash it, because Instagram's really polished. I think Instagram is still like the clean girl aesthetic, still very neat and polished, and it is like a live portfolio. When TikTok is very much like unhinged, like whatever, like post, you can put text on photos and it's fine. You can do carousels with text on every single photo. If anything, they love that because of SEO. The audio is different, the vibe is different, the comments are just, it's a lot more fun on TikTok, I say to people. And I think people think, oh, TikTok is like lip syncing, and no, it's so different now. It is a more popular platform. There's a bigger audience on TikTok. It's faster to grow on TikTok. And you will feel a lot more freeing on TikTok, I say to people. Because I think with Instagram, you're so aware that you have to post things a certain way at a certain time. Doesn't matter on TikTok. The times are out the window.
Yeah.
TikTok. All the rules are out the window. Like completely.
Even like the grids, like, do you remember there was a time like 2 years ago when everyone had the same like Canva type grid templates and stuff like that. But like, you don't like TikTok, no one looks at a grid.
No one looks at the grid. They're just like, it's just, what value can I get? Is this funny? Is this entertaining? Can I save this? And people are searching for things differently on TikTok, and they want to be entertained and educated. And just when Instagram is very much a doom scrolling kind of culture, and everyone's like, oh, this person's really busy. Like TikTok, they don't care about that. They just want the goods. They just want like the good stuff. So making sure your content is on there, but different to Instagram, because what will perform on Instagram performs differently on TikTok. It's wild how differently it performs. But I say to people, it's not too late to join TikTok. I think loads of people are like, oh, like I've left it too late. No.
Yeah.
Like, just make sure you have a presence on there. Get your content on as many platforms as possible, because if you get hacked, like what are you going to do? Like you've lost your entire following, and you just want to reach as many people as possible. And it's like a lottery, you know, you've got to play the lottery, you've got to buy a ticket. And I say, the more tickets you have, the more likely you're going to win. And the whole win is getting your dream client. That is the goal, is searching for 20, 25 of those wonderful couples, but they need to know you exist. So just put your photos everywhere, put your videos everywhere, is what I tell people. Just be everywhere, so they're sick of you.
No, that was awesome, man. That's a mic drop on that one for sure. Like, what content do you think works well on TikTok then? What have you found works well for you on TikTok?
Oh, see, it's a funny one, because you could there's lots of things you can do. You can rage bait people and annoy people, which gets the views up and the comments. But at the same time, you're like, is it on brand? Is that? It's really weird. For me, carousels typically do very well on TikTok when I put text on every single one, like a commentary. Those do really well. Videos that are helpful and give tips and advice. People are looking for stuff like, top 5 tips for the best wedding morning photos, best location spots for this country. Like, it's stuff that they can save. That's the trick. And I say to people, the goal isn't to go viral. I think in our heads, we're like, I want to go viral. You don't want to go viral. It's great, wonderful to go viral, but not always necessary. I've had posts that go viral, but when that happens, that's when you open up to lots of scary comments, lots of negativity, and potentially the subjects in those photos getting negativity and hate, and then you have to monitor that and delete them so your couple don't sue. But I say to people, you don't want to go viral, you just want more chances of more couples seeing your work. That's the goal, really. For me, that's the goal is never to go viral, because it's really inconvenient. It's a lot. But the trick is, you just want more chances of couples seeing you. That's the goal. If just one of those couples out of that viral video finds you, brilliant. But content wise, you got to make it just different. And also, don't stick to one type of video, mix it up, because you can keep rinsing and repeating the same thing. But TikTok, they know, they will read your video, they'll score it before you even post it. They know keywords, what hits. The audios are different in TikTok as well. But I say to people, the trick is to spend time on that platform. Because if you just post and ghost, and by that you just post and then you're like, cool, I've done that, go about my day, you've got to stay online and actually interact with people, engage with people, and see what is popular and trending in our world at the time, what audios are hitting, what kind of point of views are trending, and what people are liking. And because TikTok starts the trends first video-wise, and then it trickles down to Instagram months later. Audio, for sure. It's kind of embarrassing. And then you're like, oh, this is the thing. So I say to people, just post, because before you know it, if you overthink it, you're like, that's a day wasted. So just post and don't overthink it. It's not that deep, guys. We're all gonna die. It's just social media. It's okay. So for me, I'm just fuck it. I'll post stuff, and the stuff that I will say, the stuff you just post just for whatever is always the stuff that goes off.
That's the one that works for sure. I've always I'm lazy, and I just duplicated my same content that I put on Instagram onto TikTok, because like you said, I just want to be present. So I just put it up there. I think as a baseline, every photographer should be doing that. If you've got no, creativity left in you to make something new for TikTok, just I just duplicate it. So I put,
it's better than nothing. Done is better than perfect. Exactly.
And I put one wedding up there, and then I woke up the next morning and, oh man, it didn't go viral. It's like only like 40 something thousand views or less than that. Something.
That's great.
Whatever it is. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's viral.
But the hate on there was crazy. The racism was off the chain. And before that, I thought my bride actually, she was like, I'm not on social media. She goes, I just do Snapchat and I just changed my WhatsApp status. And I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. But it turned out she was on TikTok as well. She never told me that. But luckily, I'd gone through and like deleted like every single comment. And I was there for ages going. And my wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, you should read some of this stuff. It's so bad. And I was just like deleting. And the only other time when I thought, oh, one of my things has gone viral, but it wasn't. It was like, I'd put some content, but then I was like surfing TikTok. And then like, I love like watching comedy on there. I find it really good, man. There's so many fresh comedians on there.
So many. My algorithm's wild on TikTok. I love it for that exact reason. Yeah,
it's so good. And I must have been the first comment on like a comedian's post, right? And oh my God, every day for the next 2 weeks, I was
people liking your comment.
Yeah. And I kept going like, why am I getting all these likes thinking that my content is doing well? But it was just the fucking first comment on this one guy's post. That was the worst. Don't ever be the first person to like comment on someone's either. Hold back, you know? All I did was write like, oh, your work is amazing or some shit. I don't know. It was rubbish. But like, oh yeah, it was like 7,000 likes on this
like
one.
That. They're like.
Yeah. But I just thought, oh, my content's doing well. But every day it was just like, no, it's not. It's just someone else is liking that flipping comment over and over again. Horrendous it is. I'd hate to go viral. Like just those two things have put me off. Like, I think I'd hate to go viral on TikTok, but I'd actually would enjoy it on Instagram because on Instagram, you're just getting more views of like less people that just hate your shit. Like it's going to like people that want wedding photos and stuff like that. So I think like if I ever went viral on Instagram, I'd be like all right with it, and deleting a few like hate comments is fine. Yeah. Whereas like on TikTok, it's like you said, it's unhinged. Like people are just say what they want.
Free reign. You're like, guys, it's not that, like these are real humans, but they just don't care. TikTok is savage. YouTube is savage. YouTube comments are savage as well. Like,
are they? I've never really looked at YouTube comments, to be fair. Like
being a female wedding photographer is very different because then sorry to the the most hate you get is from the male population who are more technical, which is okay, fair dues. I'm not a technical girly, but like, dude, I took the time to film this video and like get it up online. Like, what did you do today? Like, you just hating on some girl. Wedding photos. Stop the hate.
People have got too much time on their hands, man. Like,
I always find this nuts. If I see something online I don't like, I just scroll and move on. I don't sit there and be like, comment. Like, that's a lot of energy, you know. Like, but that's them. That's their journey, man. That's
they just got too much time on their hands. Nothing else to do.
I'm too busy editing photos. I haven't got time for this.
I'm not technical either, to be fair. Like, honestly, I just see how it looks and I know how the camera's gonna like do its thing, and then I know how the raw file's gonna perform in Lightroom for my editing. And that's it. And that's just by trial and error. Like, so when I first started doing workshops and I was like with Andy and stuff, and like he would mention some things and I'm like, fuck, I'm learning off you, man. I should be sitting up here teaching, but I should be like, really, I should be writing notes because I have no idea what these words that you just said mean even, you know. But I just like, I guess everyone has different mindset.
But you're a creative. Like, this is what I've kind of like learned to just accept over the years, is that your strength is in creativity, composing an image, setting up an image, interacting with the couple, getting that joy, getting that beauty, those romantic shots. Like, and some people don't have the eye for that. Some people are technically excellent, but can they capture what you capture? So I say just like, like that's great. Like, I'm not a tech girly either. People say, what white balance you shoot at? I'm like, auto. I'll fix it in Lightroom later. It's fine. Might throw a Kelvin on there if it's the marquee, but that's it. That's literally it.
Throw a Kelvin on there. I love that. Marquees need Kelvins. You can't do that.
Oh, I know. And then I'm like, I should have changed it. But now I'm like, okay, let's sort this out now. But not a technical girly at all. Self-taught YouTube photographer. That's what I did. I taught myself everything from YouTube. Shout out YouTube.
Nice. Did you like second shoot for a lot of people first then, or nah?
Nobody would want me because I was new. I even had a photographer book me and then cancel me.
Oh shit! No
I
way.
was new. I know, savage. And I get it. Like, I totally get it. Like, nowadays I'm like, oh wow, that was like to reach out to photographers who are clearly very established and have a lot of experience, and when you're new, like, they're not really going to take a chance on you. Like, I get that now I've been doing it. So yeah, I didn't second shoot for years because I was new. And now I second shoot all the time.
Yeah.
But I say to people, like, don't lose heart, because if you need more experience shooting, go to workshops and then learn, and then just shoot your own weddings and then second shoot. Like, some people get lucky, some people give you a chance, some people won't. I wasn't that lucky, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But don't lose heart, because you never know. Your paths might cross one day, and sometimes they do.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a really weird question towards the end of a podcast.
Oh my God, go for it.
Full circle or something. But what made you become a wedding photographer then? Like, because obviously you've got like this self-belief in you to like do it, and then you wanted to do like destination weddings. But what made you want to do that in the first place? If that makes sense.
Yeah. So before I was a wedding photographer, I was always that friend with a camera. So I always had a camera from like clubbing days, like took out like a little digicam. Before I had lots of jobs before wedding photography. Like, my CV is wild. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I was a party princess, and then I got shut down by Disney. I was a receptionist for a hearing aid company. I was a Pontins Blue Coat. I was on the shopping channel, done all kinds of like random jobs. Yeah. But the kind of thread through all of it was always photography. I was always still taking photos. I was a fashion blogger, so I knew what shots looked pretty and how to compose an image. And I was at a wedding, and I was like, why isn't the photographer shooting that? And I would watch, I'd be like, that's a shot. And I'm like, oh, and it would frustrate me. And I was like, I could do this. And I said it as a flippant throwaway comment when I was at work, because my boss was like, okay, I'm going to set you SMART goals for the next year ahead. Like, what are you going to do? And I was like, I want to get into weddings. And she's like, okay, yeah, but how? And I was like, because you have SMART is what? Specific, measurable. I can't even remember the acronym. But anyway. And she's like, well, how are you going to do that? And I was like, I don't know. I was very vague, very airy-fairy. And then I bought a camera I got made redundant for my job. And then she was like, oh, I've got some friends who are getting married. They have no money. Do you want to shoot it? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it for free. I'll do it for experience. And this couple gave me a chance. I don't know how and why they gave me, like, shout out to Gary and Laura, because they took a chance on little old me, and they paid me £100, and I shot that wedding, and then it was on the front cover of a London wedding magazine.
No way.
Yeah, it was.
How did it get there? Like,
one of the pictures I took just went viral, and it was in front of Big Ben, London wedding. The bus went past at the right time. It was a nice, clean photo, and it just went off. And then that wedding was in a magazine spread, and it just kind of started from there. And I went full time under a year. Like, it was.
Wow, that is crazy.
For me, I just posted photos all the time, just shot things for free, got my friends to model for me. I got one of my friends to wear my wedding dress in a field, and just said yes to everything, like absolutely everything. And it went off from there, really. And when I first started, I had one wedding, a styled shoot, and I was a guest at a wedding. So I had 3 things to share on a website. I was a guest at a wedding, and when the photographer was, this is awful, this is so bad.
Were you Uncle Bob?
I was Uncle Bob. Yeah. not cool, but I was very respectful. I made sure that I shot when he wasn't there. So he was eating his dinner. I was like, well, I'll go shoot her then. He didn't do golden hour. He wasn't really interested in golden hour. I was like, well, I'll shoot golden hour, and did it. And when he finished, I shot the sparklers, and then I had these pictures for a website and just rinsed them. So and I just had like an unwavering belief I could do this. And
yeah, you've got really good belief in yourself.
Thank you. Well, no one else is going to believe in you, like yourself. And I just loved it. And it kind of made sense when I was doing it. I was like, this is what I'm meant to be doing after all this time. And after all the rejections and all the failures. And I've learned now that rejection is just redirection. Like, don't lose heart. And I would get rejected from things. I was made redundant. I wasn't picked for things. And I was on a reality competition on television for like this job. And I thought I was going to win. It was going to change my life. And I didn't get it. And like things happen. But what's meant for you can't pass by you. And I just say to people, just believe in yourself. You are worth the gamble. And if you love it, like, just do it. And I just wish I started sooner as well. I will say. Me
too. On that part, definitely. I wish I'd started this sooner. I would have done way more destination weddings, because if I was just married and no kids,
childless,
childless, basically. Fucking hell, like I don't know, like even if I wasn't married as well, I don't know, like I think being a destination wedding, like a wedding photographer now, like I love traveling. I have a massive bug for traveling, and like my wife has been wanting to do like an extension in our house for God knows how long, but every year I spend all the funds on like traveling. And sometimes I say to my wife, I'm like, if we hadn't met and if my career was like at this, then I don't know where I'd be, because I'd probably just like go country to country and like travel and shoot a wedding and then get paid and then try to do that. I would have tried that hustle.
100%,
like,
and just
in my
live
next
your
life,
best life. Like it's such, like we were discussing before we like start recording, that this job is such a blessing. Yes, it's crazy. Yes, it's wild, but it's such a gift, this job. It's so much fun. Like I freaking love weddings. Like so it's really funny because you see some photographers who are like, I hate weddings. I'm like, I freaking love a wedding. I'm like, it's the best. It is the best day. Like you can't, the dopamine hit I get from a wedding is clearly why I still do it, because it's just such a high. It's amazing. For you, like, because you've been doing this 15 years, like what would you tell you 15 years ago that you know now? Oh,
that's a good question. This is why I like hosting these things and not actually. I probably would tell myself to not listen to the masses more, actually, and follow what you're good at more, rather than being told to photograph things in certain ways. Because like, I might get hate for this, I don't know. But because like the documentary wedding photography thing was a massive thing, and there were the circles I was in, like there's the people I knew and everything. And then like the stuff that people liked, and like I enjoyed a lot of that stuff, and it taught me a lot about like how to like get moments and stuff like that. But there's certain things that I've just felt were like too rigid. But I fucking love portraits. And like I didn't stop doing them, but I stopped caring about them as much. And so there's probably a period of 2 or 3 years or 4 years, maybe even more, I don't know, where I feel bad for those couples, because I don't think I did the best portraits they could have had. Like I didn't push them more enough, and I didn't push myself more than enough. So yeah, and I think like what I'm saying right now is probably true, like should be true for a lot of people. It's like, you don't need to like listen to everything that everyone says. Like there are new trends or whatever, but you have to follow even more like what you want to do and the style that you want to give. Because I'm like a little bit of everything now. Like, do you know what I mean? I take a little bit from like, I try and do a bit of editorial if the couple are off that vibe. Or if they're like just pure candids and natural, then I do that. If they're a bit more documentary and it's a bit more like messy, like a bit more messier scenes, then I try and I do that. Like I like just change to fit what. Definitely. So I think that's what I would say. Like, don't listen to like what everyone else is saying. And that, and even though it feels like, I think for like us photographers, because we follow so many photographers, like I mute them all, right? But like you follow them.
You consume.
Yeah. And you're just changing, they're changing like every day someone else is telling you something new and you're like, oh, maybe I should do that. Maybe, this is the cool kids and I should be with that and I should do this, but you don't have to. Just do what you love. Like it took me a long time to turn my camera like portrait, vertical.
Really?
Yeah, but when I first started, the guy I was shooting for used to shoot so much vertical stuff, right? Yeah. And then I was like, went to like documentary wedding photography workshops, and I went back to like this way and 35 mil, right? And then that was just like in my brain all the time. And so like last year only, or the year before last, towards the end, like September time, I started turning it and I'm like, oh, this is quite nice. And now to me, like, this is like, if I see portraits shot horizontally, they just feel like really old school.
Yeah.
To me, like, I need to only shoot them vertical, but then I have to remember, like, sometimes if I'm doing slideshows or the pick time cover or whatever,
Or
I need to make sure I have, or a landing page. Yeah, exactly. I need one landscape photo still, but the rest are all then, but they're all just vertical. Like, it's funny how
that's so interesting.
Like, it's changed, like, for me, like that, you know?
So for me, I'm constantly like, shoot some landscape, I have to like say to myself, shoot a landscape, because
really,
I'm definitely a portrait girly. Like 90% of what I shoot is portrait.
Yeah.
And a few that's so interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to try, like, so this was for portraits only, right? So like this year at that Langkawi wedding, and maybe it was after your talk, and maybe, I don't know, maybe through the gathering. But anyway, my last wedding, when I was doing the one in Malaysia, I started shooting some more moments, vertical. Oh, it's also because my second shoot was shooting a lot of vertical moments, and like I picked up on what she was doing. I was just like, shit, these actually look really good. So one of my things for this year is just like, I'm going to shoot moments vertically now as well, and not just portraits, basically.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. So, and that's what I love about this job, you know, like, it chops and changes. It's just like, and that's why I find it more freeing. Whereas before I felt like, nah, don't do that, Rahul. Like, other photographers are going to like slate you for it or something, you know, but now I'm like, fuck that. They don't pay your bills anyway. So I don't even know why I listen.
But I think we all go through that. Like, I think I definitely went through that 2 years ago when I was very influenced by what I was seeing on social media. I'm like, oh, is that how we're all shooting? Is that what I meant to shoot? And I was definitely changing how I was shooting. And then I was just like, Rebecca, like, I had to have a word with myself. I'm like, you are a basic bitch. This is who you are. Like, stop trying to be a cool photographer, because you're not. You like a classic, pretty composed shot. Like, keep it like classic. Like, you don't need to be you don't need to be like everybody else. And then I was like, okay, I am a basic bitch. That's okay. that's me. But we all go through that phase of, you see other photographers, because that's the natural thing to do, is follow other photographers and get influenced by it. But I think that's just a natural part of the photography journey. Is
exactly, like buying all the presets. Like, you buy them all in the beginning, and you're like,
and then you look back and you're like, oh man, that was a weird time.
That 300 preset.
Oh god. And then I look back on my old edit, I'm like, that was fucking orange. I feel so bad for those couples. And then you think, oh, and then what I'm doing is I'm re-editing old photos because I feel bad. I'm currently which is ridiculous. Don't recommend it. But some photos I'm like, actually, I'm intrigued to see what this looks like with this new edit, because I think, oh, that's quite a classic wedding. But I think that's just part of the journey, isn't it? That you go through that weird identity crisis as a photographer, like, who am I? And then you go back to the classic, and you go back and you're like, oh, actually, that's how I used to shoot. That's what I'm good at. That's what couples book me for. And that's okay. Like, you don't need to be everything all at once.
100%. I think like a lot of people find that with like doing hybrid, because that's like a massive thing right now. And then they'll find like, oh, actually it's the storage and the backing up. Like, you got to back up the drone, you got to back up the audio, you got to back up this camera and that camera. And then you got to like put it in. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. And in the beginning I was like, I found it really easy to sell. Way easier than selling an album. And actually, editing video was fun. Like, I really enjoy it, but the backing up and the pressure on the day is not fun. And I was like, I'm going to try and sell this for every wedding. But now I've had people inquire, and I'm a bit like, unfortunately, that package. I'm just telling them it's unavailable, because I'm like, I only do one a weekend because of the intensity of it. So I can't do it twice. And just concentrate on photos again.
Stick to, like, this is the thing I think we try. I have so much respect for the hybrids. There's some people who do hybrid so well, like Jo Greenfield. Oh my God. If you know Jo Greenfield, or don't, follow her, and she does hybrid seamlessly. Like, she has got it down. Taylor Jackson, he does hybrid. And I said to him, like, how do you actually, he's like, he will hold two cameras, one on his chest. And literally do at the same time. I'm like, bro. Yeah. Like, these people do it. I'm like, cool. I just don't think I could. I mean, but they do it well. But
Joel Skingle, do you know him?
And Joel.
Yeah, he does it amazing as well.
I love Joel.
He's super talented.
Joel, so talented, and just such a gent. Love that guy.
To make your photos and your videos look seamless, which I think he does really well, is incredible.
He did a workshop with me in Marrakesh, and I when he showed the video, I'm like, when the hell did you do that? Like, because he didn't make a fuss, he didn't slow us down, he was just simultaneously shooting both.
Yeah.
Like at the same time, and it was gorgeous. Yeah, he does both beautifully.
Yeah. What would you tell yourself? Like, 9 years ago,
9 years ago, me. Oh my gosh. Keep going. Don't give up. Just keep shooting. Find your friends, like, faster. And I did where I did, and they got me through lockdown. I couldn't have got through COVID without my best friends in this industry, because that was a dark time for me. Like, that was
very dark.
That was dark. So I'm very, very grateful to my close group of girlfriends. And I wouldn't change anything. Honest, I think, like, every year I say to people, like, you should walk away from every wedding with a lesson or a learn, like, oh, shouldn't have done that, or could have shot that like that. Like, you're constantly learning, and I'm a different photographer to the one I was 9 years ago, and that's great. And always trying to be better, always try to learn more, try and do more for my couples, and just enjoy the ride, Rebecca. It's gonna be fun. And don't give up, and just stop worrying, like, about the things you think you're worrying about, because it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't. I say to people, like, it's like the 5-5-5 rule, isn't it? Like, don't spend 5 minutes worrying about it if it's not going to matter in 5 years. So just don't worry about it. It's not that deep. Just take nice photos and make people happy. There you go.
Like, you have, like, self-belief in abundance, which is, like, so nice to hear.
Thanks.
Like, to start from where you did, and, like, to believe in yourself in that way.
It's quite messy.
It's messy, but, like, I think it's quite hard. Just, like, having the belief to do the star shoots and stuff like that, like, because that could have cost more than yes, it's £400 now, but that could have cost way more than but you would have spent that money because you had that belief.
This is the thing I say to people, like, as photographers and videographers, I think we are in such a powerful position because we have this camera and we can go out and just create like that. Like, we are very, very lucky. If you think, I want to shoot, you can literally go outside and shoot it. Literally get a friend to shoot for you. And when some people have to wait for that content, if you're another profession, you have to wait for those photographs, you have to wait for that video. You're relying on somebody else, but it's you. So just never underestimate, like, you have the power to change your entire life from a couple of photos. So just go out and shoot it and just put it out there, and you never know who's going to see it. So don't worry about it. And, like, I think we need to remember why we started this. I think we all get swept up, don't we, in, like, the numbers, the money, the tax, like the social media. And we started this because we liked photographing pretty things. So, like, shoot the pretty things and, like, keep the joy. That's why I think I do so many creative shoots, to keep the joy. So I don't kind of take it for granted, and I don't kind of lose that spark. So I just say, like, keep shooting and have fun.
Thank you so much for listening to the Dotcast from NineDots. We'd love for your help to grow the NineDots podcast. So feel free to hit that like, drop us a comment, or share the podcast on any of the platforms that you use. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for the next Dotcast episode coming soon. And in the meantime, check out 9-dots.co if you want to find out more about membership, or you want to learn how NineDots can help you or your business achieve the goals that you want. Get in touch.